Let me put y'all up on something, right? Let's go into this reason why reason why they call Muhammad Ali, uh, aka previously known as Cassius Clay, why he is the greatest boxer of all time. Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, everybody pay homage to this man. And it's just not his athleticism, but it's also his mental fortitude and wit. Can you understand how outspoken Muhammad Ali was in his era of white society? White society was cocky at the time when Muhammad Ali was flipping the mouth off at them, calling them out right in their face. And his athletes and his men right now in 2023 would not even speak out on a Captain D's job. You got a man that's 30, 40 some years old doing what he got to do for whatever reason he had that age on that Captain D's job, not looking down on nobody. I'm just saying. But he won't even speak out on the Captain D's job. Listen to Muhammad Ali.
No, Negro. We are taught that all people are named after country. Chinese are named after China.
And he wasn't speaking in vain. The man was well researched and read the video. And it goes back to this. Truth shall set you free. You have to have knowledge. You must eat from the tree of knowledge to be able to stand on truth.
Irish people are named after Ireland. Indonesians named after Indonesia. Japanese are named after Japan. Australians are named after Australia. But there's no country named Negroes.
There's no country named Negro, but in 2023, what do they call the misnomer African American? African American. But hold up, before Jesse Jackson and I forget that lady name, those two uh, gate. Hold on, TT, I'm in the middle of doing.
Let me look.
That's my homegirl. Listen, um, 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 where was I at now? My homegirl done threw me off. But listen, um, you have to eat from the tree of knowledge to be able to speak.
Let me rephrase.
Oh yeah, this is what I was saying. Jesse Jackson is the reason why in 1987 and 88 he pushed and he was already influenced to do it, but Jesse Jackson in 1988 is the reason we are called today African Americans, not because we are from there. Jesse Jackson's main cause for naming us African American, he says, was to give us a cultural, national identity, pointing us back to somewhere we're not from. China man is from China. The goddamn Italians from Italy. And we are not African. We are just Americans. Originally, we are Tamericans. Yes, that's right. We are called African and American because of Jesse Jackson, but we once was just called Indian. Go back to Indian, Niji, Tamericans.
Do I look that dumb?
No, it's okay.
What I really mean is, did you?
History of ourselves, the history of our true
Listen,
religion, our
listen,
national
listen,
religion.
Do I
listen,
look that dumb?
No,
listen.
Australians are named after
Look what Muhammad
Australia.
Ali told him, man. He
China
said, you're not
Cubans are
as
named
dumb as
after
you look.
Cuba. Irish people are named after Ireland. Indonesians named after Indonesia. Japanese are named after Japan. Australians are named after Australia, but there's no country named Negroes.
All right, then let me
You understand?
I understand.
You're not as dumb as you look.
Let me rephrase.
Muhammad Ali told the white man in the 60s on national TV that you're not as dumb as you look. Only other boxer that have done where he haven't done like Muhammad Ali, but he done it before Muhammad Ali, and that was Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson ain't give a damn about no white man, no any kind of man. You hear me? Jack Johnson would come through like a pimp with 2 and 3 white women in the car. Married a white woman back then. You hear me? Embarrassed the white boxers. You hear me? But let me tell you something about Muhammad Ali. The man's mind was genius. Poetry, he could recite poetry. He could predict what he was going to do. He had a visual confidence that was unmatched. When he said it, he done it.
Do I look that dumb?
No, it's okay.
What I really mean.
And he had a sense of humor. He was infectious, but he was a stand up. These white college students was getting on him about he trying to duck the war and stuff like that. And he said, I ain't going over there to fight no Vietcongs. They ain't did nothing to me. He said, if I want to die, he said, I'm gonna die right here fighting you. He said, you is my enemy when I want peace. You is my enemy when I want freedom. You'll never see no other athlete speak up like Muhammad Ali have done. These athletes these days, they ain't speaking up for nothing. These rappers ain't speaking up for none of our people's cause. You hear me?
Is did you
History of ourselves, the history of our true religion, our nationality, our names. See, we don't have our names, you know. I notice how proud you all are, proud of your names. See, Chinese have names like Chang Chong, Lu Qian, this is Islamic teachings. Russians have names like Kosygin or Khrushchev. You have names like O'Connor or Grady or Kennedy. And Africans have names like Lumumba, Nkrumah. And Jews got names like Weinstein and Goldberg. And Italians got names like Dundee and Benvenuti and Marciano. But we have names.
Look how smart this man just recited all these names and the race of men that those names apply to, and
Like
he didn't miss
Grady
a
and
beat.
Clay and Hawkins and Smith and Jones and Johnson, but we're black.
But listen, what he didn't know at the time, and it's not his fault, is that our names are original. Our names ain't come from no Slade Jones and all that there. Those are our original Native American names. Your family name, it ain't come from no white man. Your name is Native
these are the
American.
slave names?
Yeah, so
This is
when
the
I
point.
heard this, I knew it was the truth. It's history. So Muhammad Ali is a beautiful black name, the name of our ancestors. So when I heard this, I just
Muhammad Ali is a is a is a by is a bastard child of us Native American. Us Native American, us misnomer African Americans, which is only the original Americans, we are the only pure blood people that has old type blood. Everybody else got Neanderthal in their blood. Even you Africans from the continent Africa. And y'all know we're not the same people. Y'all come over here, get the government subsidiaries. Y'all don't fuck with us over here. Y'all look down on us and turn your nose up. And you ain't no better people. You lesser people. You's a lesser being. All y'all come from we ain't got Indian in our blood. Everybody got
They had to
us
walk
in
out of the
them.
church and Christianity because they never taught us our true knowledge. Then they told me how we were brainwashed in America. We see Jesus, he's white with blonde hair and blue eyes. We see the Lord's Supper, all white people.
Listen. The man is dissecting, vivisecting, and bashing the European religion that was brainwashed into our people's mind. But at the same time, what he didn't realize is that Islam is a child to Christianity. It's the Abrahamic religions. Islam came some 200 to 400 years after Christianity, and it is a alternative trap. It makes you think that you're leaving religion, Christianity, but you're really going to Islam, which is another form of Christianity.
We see the angels in heaven, all white people, white woman, Miss World, a white woman, even Tarzan.
And not only white, but the entire 144,000 so-called people that gonna be saved
King of the
was
jungles
all
in Africa, he
males.
was white. Oh! We see a white man swinging in Africa. Oh! With a diaper on. Oh! He beats up all Africans and break the lion's jaw. And the Africans been in Africa for centuries. But he can't yet talk to the animals. But Tarzan, all of a sudden, some goat raised him up and he can talk to the animals. So I'm just showing you how the black man in America has been whitewashed his mind. And then we look at the good cowboys, they rode the white horses, and the president live in a White House. They got TV.
Yeah, and all the cartoon characters are white, even though they get the concept from us. Everything when I grew up in the '70s, everything was white. They wouldn't play rap music on MTV. Only rock and roll.
Commercials, White House cigars, White Swan soap, King White soap, White Cloud tissue paper, White Rain Harris, White Tornado Flow Wax, White Plus toothpaste. The president lived in a White House, and the angel fruit cake was the white cake, but the devil fruit cake was the chocolate cake. Everything good was white. And when I heard this,
The man is calling out the systemic racism of America back then. The man was passionate about
I
it.
said, boy, this is the truth. So our religion teaches us the knowledge of ourselves, the knowledge of our culture, the knowledge of our history, makes us want to be with our own, marry our own.
Yeah, and see, but we didn't have religion. We don't have spirituality. We didn't bow down to nothing. You hear me? We connected with God's source. We experienced God. See, religion got you bound down to a man. A religion got you listening to a man instruct you on what God say do and what is right or wrong. If you need a book or a religion to tell you what's morally right of conduct, you don't need no religion. You need a bullet
Live with our
right
own,
between
clean
your
up
eyes.
ourselves, do for self, quit forcing ourselves in white neighborhoods, but clean our own neighborhoods, makes us proud, makes us identify with our own.
Yeah. See, but at the same time, Muhammad Ali, and um, he repented. He repented for his wrongs, but he ostracized Malcolm X because of the religion. A man that brought him to the Nation of Islam, a man that supported him, a man that spoke highly of him. When Malcolm found out that Far Muhammad was getting teenage girls pregnant and shit, and he had a moral conflict with that, he did the research, talked to the girls, and come to find out it was true. He spoke up for what's right, and the Nation of Islam turned their back on that man. And all the men in the Nation of Islam overlooked the fact of Malcolm X discovering the truth. They didn't even care about the truth he discovered. They just protected Far Muhammad and his wrong. A lot of men are just
brothers throughout the
followers.
world. And after I heard this,
And,
been
and,
intelligent.
and, and, and Muhammad Ali right now is talking about the culture and to talk about us. But he
And
turned his back
and
on
like I'm
Malcolm.
not only a winner in boxing or my stand on the draft, I'm a winner also in the movement that I follow for my people. And on this leader is Elijah Muhammad, who we believe was taught by Allah, God Himself, to teach the
That's right. Not Mustafa Muhammad, but Elijah Muhammad. Old man, old pedophile, getting girls pregnant 15, 14
so-called
years
American
old and shit.
Negroes the truth that's been hidden from them for 400 years, which will free them.
Has said something which perhaps a lot of us white people have misunderstood.